The first step it takes for me is I have to go out and source the dogs, and these two dogs, although they came from overseas, they came from a brokerage in the United States. We broker dogs in from the United States because it's such a large mass where they're bringing in so many dogs for the U.S. Police and military market. That's why we end up over there. Most of the dogs come from Europe because there's such a big breeding program in Europe. That's why they mostly come in from Slovakia, the Czech Republic, and also Germany. That's why the dogs come from there. Once we get the dogs from there, I select them. I probably for this, to locate our two dogs, I probably went through 75, 76 dogs that I've tested. These two were exceptional, and brought them home. They had a handler selection competition where Officer Wilson was a successful candidate, and then from then on we put 4 months, 15 weeks worth of work into the dogs to make dual-purpose dogs, the dogs that you see today. So they are actively deployed. Officer Wilson here has already put 3 shifts, and I worked last night as well.
Yeah.
What caught my eye with the dog that Officer Wilson has is probably one of the fastest German Shepherds I've ever seen in my entire life, and I like fast cars and things that move fast, and he just caught my eye. He's just an exceptional dog, and Nick is probably one of the most balanced dogs where he's easily, you could turn him off and you can turn him back on, and it's just a quality that really stands out to me for training purposes. They're very different animals, but they're both very unique, and I think they're going to be both special products for the city. The way I see it, these animals we put a lot of time into them, and I don't really get into the whole the more Hollywood portrayal of how it works. These dogs really kind of turn into a pack animal with us, where we understand what they want and they understand what we want, and it truly is a partnership. Lots of drive. You can see he's 11 years old and he's still squawking because he thinks that we're about to do some work. And one of the questions that had popped up is, what are some of the career highlights that he's had? And although probably the most dangerous one was where we tracked down an armed suspect last year who had a loaded shotgun at the Titan Tool. That was probably the most dangerous, where there were several people's lives in danger, and if it wasn't for that animal, things probably would have turned out worse. But I think in the biggest scope of looking back at his career is what I've been able to do with that dog to help others, to train others with their police dogs. That dog is just an amazingly stable animal that I was able to show other people throughout the province. We run seminars here for other people throughout the province, and to be able to show people with that animal what could be accomplished is truly what that dog's will be.